Hello everyone, I'm Neha Sharma, Assistant Professor at Institute of Information Technology and Management, affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, New Delhi, and I'm proud to be a part of IITM, associated with IITM since 2008. Today I have, being the HR professional, today I have come out with a new topic to share with you: difference between personnel management and human resource management. And again, as I had said in my previous videos also, that this topic is beneficial to students, those who are studying HRM, those who are taking HR as as their specialization, and also for the industry professionals, those who wanted to get back to the theory of HR. So let's start with the difference, the topic today. But before moving to the exact difference between personnel management and human resource management, let's come out with the definition part of what exactly do we mean by HRM. Now, this definition is given by Edwin Flippo. So the definition says is human resource management is planning, organizing, directing, and controlling of the procurement, development, compensation, integration, maintenance, and separation of human resources to the end that individual, organizational, and societal objectives are accomplished at the end of the day. So this is what the Flippo has come out with, the definition of human resource management. And I would say those who are studying HRM, the purpose of all these functions, I mean, the Flippo has covered this, in this definition, a comprehensive, it is a comprehensive definition, and it covers all the functions of management, be it managerial or operative functions of management. And the purpose of all these functions for HR is to assist in the achievement of the basic individual goals, organizational goals, and societal objectives. So that was the main purpose. So this is a most comprehensive definition of HR I came across, so I wanted to share it with you. Now let's discuss in brief what is the nature of HRM, just in brief, and then we'll come out to the main thing, the difference between personal management and human resource management. Now let's come out with the nature of HRM, what exactly is HRM deals with. So the first important point is HR is inherent part of management. We talk about HRM is an inherent part in the process of management, I would say. The function is, this function HR is performed by all the managers throughout the organization rather than only by the personnel department or the HR department. If a manager is to get the best out of his people, he must undertake the basic responsibility of selecting people who is going to work under them, be it a marketing manager, production manager, or manager from any other department in the organization. Next is pervasive function. Now, this function of HR, whatever the functions, the managerial and operative functions of HR, is a pervasive function. It is performed by all the managers at various levels in the organization. In other words, I would say every manager, from managing director, from CEO to the foreman in the organization, are required to perform the personal function on a continuous, regular basis in the organization. Next is action oriented. Yes, HR is very much action oriented. It does not sit back and just relax that yes, the problem is there and we'll come out with the problems, we'll take care of it. They have to take action immediately because they are dealing with people, they are dealing with the minds and psyche of the people, and it may have a major effect on the productivity and the normal balance in the organization. So the problems need to be solved immediately whenever it comes to the HR. So it's 100% action oriented function. Next is it is people oriented. Now, personal management is people oriented and it is relevant in all types of organization. It is concerned with all the category of people from top management to the lower level management in the organization, whether they are the blue collar workers in the organization, managerial or non managerial personnel in the organization, or any other professional or non professional people in the organization, be it a peon, as I said in my previous video, also be it a peon, security security guard or the top management people in the organization. HR is people oriented, and it is dealing with all the people, those who are there, those who are working in the organization, and they assign job, they produces results, reward, motivate them towards improvement in productivity. So ultimately they are dealing with people in the organization irrespective of whatever position they are. Next is, it is future oriented. Now HR is basically, it ultimately all the functions of HR, be it managerial or operative in the organization, ultimately all the functions are implemented well in the organization only to meet the goals and strategies of the organization. They are always towards the future. We will also be talking about HR planning in the further videos. So HR planning is all about forecasting and predicting the needs of HR in the near future, and ultimately why we are doing this, to meet the goals of the organization. So yes, it is completely future oriented. Next is, HR is development oriented. Development oriented means HR not only do record keeping functions, administrative functions for the employees in the organization. They also strives to develop the potential of the employees within the organization. The potential, they wanted the employees to work with their 100% and maximum potential, and they motivate them through rewards, they provide them training, we have various development activities, development techniques that are adopted by the organization to develop their employees. So we'll be discussing the development function also, one of the important function, in the further videos. So HR focuses on this, not only on the administrative part. Next is, it is integrating mechanism. Yes, HR actually deals with maintaining a cordial relationship, harmony between people working at various levels in the organization, be the harmony between various departments in the organization, or be it a harmony between colleagues in the organization, between people at different levels in the organization. They focus on getting work done in an integrated way, because we also know none of the department can work in isolation. We have to integrate the entire mechanism, entire system in the organization to come out with a good productivity. Next is, HR is comprehensive function. Comprehensive means it includes every aspect, everything. Workforce signifies people working at all levels in the organization. Now HRM differs with form and shape, but the basic objective of effective utilization of HR remains the same. HR is a continuous function. As I've already said, it is not a one-shot deal or a one-day activity or a few hours of activity. It requires constant awareness and alertness of human relations in everyday operation. Because human beings, they are dealing with people, and different people behave in different way in different situation. Even we have seen people, same person behaving in a different way in the same situation at different point of time. So it's, HR has to be very alert and active, and needs to be aware about all the human emotions, the physical, social and psychological needs of the people in the organization on the continuous basis, on a regular basis. And the last point, under nature of HRM, it is like every person has different needs, different perception, and different expectations, and HR people, they deals with the human relations in the organization. The manager has to give due attention to that different people have different needs, different perception, different expectation, different psyche, different moods at different point of time, different mood swings, different emotions. So they have to deal with all these things. So it is 100% based on maintaining a cordial relation between people in the organization, be it at all the levels in the organization. So that's all about the nature of HRM in the organization. Now I'll be talking about in brief the basically the difference between personal management and human resource management. I have come out with the point of differences between the two. Now, there are some point of differences I come out between the personal management and human resource management. But some people, they don't make a distinction between the two. Both are taken to include identical functions, but it is like they consider HRM as a old wine in a new bottle, if I would say. But yes, there is a difference in the philosophy of the two functions. Previously, we used to talk about personal management all the time, but or in the last few decades, I would say in the last 2 decades, now we are coming out with human resource management. We have realized the only difference between the major difference between personal management and human resource management is that human resource, we have actually realized that the people are the important assets, the most important assets in any organization. So let me just come out with the few basic points, and then we'll discuss the point of difference between the two. Previously, organizational interest was actually very important in personal management. The interest of the organization was very important, but when we talk about HRM, it focuses not only on the organizational interest, it also has started focusing on the individual interest of the people in the organization. Now we are talking about the people objective, the individual employees objectives in the organization are equally considered as important in the organization. So the first point is management of people employed. Personal management only deals with managing people. As I said in my previous video, it was like only doing the administrative part of people in the organization, the record keeping functions. They're doing a little bit of planning, recruitment, selection, and providing training to the employees as and when required. So that was the personal management part of the function in the organization. Over the last few decades, as I said, now we are using the term human resource management rather than personal management. So human resource management here, the importance is people are not only considered as people, the human beings, they are considered as the assets to the organization, they are considered as the intellectual capital of the organization. Today we are talking about their skills, their knowledge, their experience, and their abilities in the organization. Second important point of difference between personal management and human resource management is employees are treated as economic man, as a service are exchanged with salary. It means that we can anytime hire and fire people from the organization. We are hiring people, they are providing their services to the organization, and in return we are paying them salary. That was the only part of personal management where the psyche was, or to consider employees as an economic man like any other factor of production. We are hiring them, we are taking their services and giving them salary in return of that. But human resource management, employees are treated as human beings, not only as an economic element, but as a human being. They have their own physical needs, they have social needs, they have psychological needs, being a person, being a man. And it's the responsibility of the employer to take care of all these needs of people, of the workforce in the organization. So that is the human resource management. Then we have personal management. Employees are viewed as a tool, as a commodity, as an equipment to be hired and fired. And here, human resource management, it is treated as resource, as the most important assets in the organization. It has been realized over a period of time that irrespective of whatever good infrastructure, irrespective of whatever good technology, whatever good machinery you can come out with, but if you don't have good people to work on them, you cannot gain a competitive advantage. Next important point is employees are treated as cost center. Therefore, management controls the cost of labor. Employees were actually treated as that we are paying a lot of salary to them, so they are considered as a cost to the organization because because marketing department, when we talk about, they are bringing profits to the organization. Finance departments are bringing investment returns and profits to the organization. But what the HR is doing? HR is doing nothing. They are only paying salary to the employees of the organization. So that was the perception, the scenario of the personal management at that point of time. But human resource management today, the employees are treated as a profit center. As I said, we are now investing in people in the organization because we have realized that whatever technology we have, whatever functions and processes we adopt in the organization, we need to have good skilled people to work on them. If we don't have good skilled people to work on them with their complete loyalty and 100% utilization of their potential, we won't be able to come out with a good productivity in the organization. So that was what the employees are now treated as a profit center of the organization, not as a cost function. Personal management, again, the difference is employees used as the organization benefit. Here employees are used, they are made to work in the organization to achieve the only the goals of the organization. Their own personal individual goals and objectives are not considered, their family is not being considered. They are only working to achieve the goals of the organization, and they are paid salary on behalf of that. Now here in human resource management, employees, they use for multi mutual benefit. Now here we are talking about employees are working in the organization and they are working with a mutual benefit. Mutual benefit means employees are also working and they are achieving their own individual objectives by working in the organization. They're also working and collaborating with the objectives of the organization, and their family issues are also taken care of, like providing the welfare facilities to the employees in the organization, their medical facilities, their leaves and everything are taken care of, so that they can earn a good livelihood and they can work with a good standard of living. They can live with they can spend a good standard of living with their family. So these are the concerns that now today the employers are taking care of for the employees. Next, second last point of personal management is personal function is only auxiliary, secondary. Previously, yes, personal management function was considered as only a staff function, as an auxiliary function, a supportive function to all other departments and functions in the organization. But today, HR is considered as a strategic function in the organization, and they are treated as strategic partners in the organization. They are now taking participating in decision making at the top level management in the organization, and they are treated as a partners in the organization, because they have realized that HR is there to take care of the employees of the organization. When we take care of the employees of the organization, ultimately we are building our organization and we are satisfying our customers. So rather than focusing on customer first, we should focus on the employees of the organization. If the employees are getting built up, they are loyal, they are skilled, they are capable, they are using their 100% potential and working with 100% dedication in the organization with commitment, ultimately we are going to excel in competition and we are going to satisfy our customers towards the end of the day. So that is the scenario and the psychological aspect we are talking about today in human resource management. Personal management thinks has a very short term perspective, that you can go through all the above points we discussed, and yes, human resource management, they have a long term perspective. They think about the employees of the organization. So that's all for this video today. We discussed the difference between personal management and human resource management. Thank you, and we'll come out with more such videos. Thank you so much.